Hello, it's me again in another episode of Culture Mosaic on VTV International. It is getting colder here in Hanoi, but the vibrant cultural events over the last week have heated up the winter. Now today, we will have a chance to talk with German electronic music band Stabil Alit, who have been winners of numerous electronic music awards in Germany. And in the last part of the show, let's join in the festive atmosphere of the Indonesian Cultural Week here in Hanoi. So why don't you sit back and relax, as here are the headlines for today's show. Mekong Delta residents thrive on the flood season from sales of various handcrafted goods. Stabil Alit, a first-class German band, brings local audiences to dance. And finally, Indonesians displays cultural extravaganzas to Vietnamese friends. But first, let's review the cultural highlights from the last week. The top 100 works selected from the 2014 Vietnam Heritage Photo Awards are currently being exhibited in the World Heritage Site of Hoi An in the central Quảng Nam province, as well as in the Cần Thơ city in the Mekong Delta. The exhibition coincides with the 10th anniversary of the Vietnam's Cultural Heritage Day, November the 23rd, which calls for the community to make a special effort to preserve Vietnamese cultural heritage. The photos take a journey through a range of breathtaking landscapes, diverse cultural identities, habits and customs of the locals, and traditional festivals across Vietnam. To date, they have been shown in 44 tourist sites across the country and will be on display until March the 10th next year. A ceremony to celebrate the 15th anniversary of Mỹ Sơn Sanctuaries, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, took place in the central Quảng Nam province on Tuesday. The event was also a chance for the site's management authorities to review the 15 years of promoting and preserving its heritage values. Since being recognized as a World Heritage Site, hundreds of billions of Vietnamese dong has been spent on restoring several relic sites and the sites surrounding. The Mỹ Sơn Sanctuary has welcomed 2.5 million tourists in that time, among which were 1.6 million foreign visitors. Recently, the number of visitors has increased, with 250,000 tourists now visiting each year. Earlier this year, an archive of administrative documents of the Nguyen dynasty was recognized as documentary heritage by UNESCO as part of the Memory of the World program in Asia-Pacific. Hue Central City is compiling an application to add another of its legacies to the list, namely royal inscriptions. Let's take a closer look.
The imperial city houses more than 4,000 Hannum works in verses and prose, including poems and celebratory eulogies carved on palaces, steles, tombs and other monuments. The scripts were penned by emperors, members of the royal family and mandarins between 1802 and 1945. The most notable are poems celebrating spring, which are carved on Ngọ Môn, on Noon Gate, and on the roof of Thái Hoa Palace.
Về cái mỹ thuật thì nó có những cái thể thư pháp đủ cái ngũ thể là chân, hành, thảo, lệ triện, là những cái lối viết thư pháp nó thể hiện cái tính thẩm mỹ rất là đặc sắc, và đặc biệt có nhiều bức là được thể hiện như là thư pháp của nhà vua. Thì đây là tạo nên cái điểm nhấn cho cái công trình và nó tạo nên cái sự khác biệt.
Over the years, war, natural disasters and human activities have caused some works to be destroyed. However, the imperial city of Hue still preserves a remarkable number of inscriptions laid out in systematic manner. More are being restored.
Thơ chiếm đến khoảng hơn 97%, còn lại phần văn rất ít, và đã được cả phòng nghiên cứu của Trung tâm Bảo tồn Di tích Cố đô Huế cố định bằng cách là chụp ảnh và số hóa. Toàn bộ những cái dữ liệu này thì trở thành một cái dữ liệu rất quan trọng cho khi sau này tiến hành trùng tu các cái công trình di tích.
Có một cái di sản rất lớn mà hiện nay chúng tôi đã bỏ thời gian công sức khá nhiều để xây dựng cái bộ hồ sơ cho nó. Đó là cái hệ thống thơ văn trên kiến trúc cung đình Chùa Nguyễn. Thì có thể nói đó cũng là một cái di sản tư liệu rất là có giá trị. Và cái mong muốn của chúng tôi cũng là đưa cái di sản này được UNESCO công nhận là di sản tư liệu thế giới trong cái thời gian trước mắt. Như vậy nếu mà di sản này được công nhận nữa thì có lẽ Huế chỉ là nơi duy nhất Việt Nam có đến 5 cái di sản mang cái tầm vóc của thế giới.
Hán inscriptions are found at sites throughout Vietnam, but such a large quantity of carved verse and prose is only found in the imperial city of Huế.
The Vietnamese film Đập cánh giữa không trung, A Flapping in the Middle of Nowhere, won the Special Mention Award at the Nantes Annual Film Festival in France on Monday. The Nantes Film Festival, also known as the Festival of the Three Continents, was held from November the 25th to December the 2nd. The jury at this year's awards gave the Special Mention Prize to Nguyễn Hoàng Điệp feature-length debut, which was warmly received by local audiences at fully filled screenings. Đập cánh giữa không trung also claimed the Best Director Prize at the Bratislava International Film Festival in Slovakia and the Special Jury's Award at the Hanoi International Film Festival late last month. People living in the Mekong Delta eagerly wait for the flood season every year as they thrive from sales of various handcrafted goods and huge hauls of fish and other aquatic animals. Locals no longer fear the floods these days. In fact, they relish the opportunity brought by the rain to make some extra cash. Let's find out more in our culture and lifestyle this week.
The flood season is the perfect time to experience the authentic floating daily life in the Mekong Delta. Flood season is the harvest season for local fishermen who always need top quality fish hooks. Located around 1.5 kilometers from downtown Long Xuyên City, My Hoa Fish Hook Craft Village is rustic and simple. According to Nguyễn Thanh Liêm, a first-generation member of a hook-producing family, a fishing boat came to the area and the fishermen asked the locals to make fish hooks in 1947. Since then, the craft has kept the village in business.
Mình cũng làm suốt quanh năm, nhưng mà trong đó mình làm câu biển, rồi còn cái câu đồng thì mình làm chỉ lợi dụng vào cái mùa nước nổi là cái mùa cao điểm đó, thì mình mới làm được cái số lượng nhiều. Vào những mùa nước nổi thì người ta mua những loại câu ó, câu hòa long hoặc là câu những cái loại câu rô con nhỏ để mà người ta dân bắt cá trong phạm vi đồng nước ngọt.
Là mình phải ngồi mình đếm từ cá vậy.
Making fish hooks is an auxiliary job which producers do in the free time. The craft is handed down from generation to generation and has existed for over half a century in the village. The craft is maintained by producers aged anywhere from 10 to 70 years.
Thằng Lâm dù nó đã đem trần ai là coi tham. Hiện giờ nó sống như gió như mây, ánh tà dương như sương buổi sớm, lòng tuy không giống còn năng gánh công hào.
At the end of July, farmers in villages prepare bamboo tools and boats to catch fish and other aquatic animals during the flood season. That's the reason why making boats booms in the southwest region.
mới được cái mùa nước nổi. Còn năm nào mà nước nhỏ thì kể như thôi bó tay, nó xuồng không chạy là kể như nghèo. Mình đi thì cũng đi làm chuyện khác nhưng mà cũng đủ sống vậy chứ nó không có thu nhập, không có dư.
In Tây Thượng Hamlet, where boats are made and sold to most fishermen in Chợ Mới district, local residents are prepared for the rising waters. Phạm Phú Thọ, an experienced boat maker in the hamlet, said that his family produces hundreds of small boats each flood season.
Ở cái xứ của tôi nè, là nước nổi chừng nào là dân phấn khởi nấy. Bị cái người làm thuê cũng vậy luôn. Cái người làm thuê người ta là nước có nhiều xuồng chạy, là ở đây là tất cả những người làm thuê là người ta làm có thu nhập hết. Ví dụ hai vợ chồng người ta làm một ngày có thể vô được 400-500 ngàn. Là một tháng là người ta chạy ra là cả mười mấy triệu đó.
In the flood season, traditional craft villages like making boats, fish hooks, bamboo traps and paddles are bustling. The products are hotly sought after in both Vietnam and nearby Cambodia. Flood season has brought a better life for people in the southwest region. In recent years, the flood season of the Mekong Delta is changing due to climate change. Many areas are losing their distinctive features, and for the people of the Mekong Delta, they are fearing that their livelihoods might disappear with the fading of the flood season.
You are tuning into Culture Mosaic, our weekly journal featuring the rich cultural diversity of the nation. We hope to become a bridge that connects artists and their work to our viewer out there. So don't go away. We have a lot more in this week's installment coming up for you in just a moment. Stabil Alet, a first-class German band, is currently on tour in Southeast Asia, with Hanoi as their first stop. The band was able to bring audience here in Hanoi to dance and cheer at the free electro-pop concerts earlier this week. So now let's meet with the band and get a glimpse of their electrifying tunes in This Week on the Mic.
Stabil Elite is a German electronic music band from Duisburg, a city situated by the river Rhine that celebrates a long history of electronic music. The band has renewed German lyrics with a unique dose of club credibility. On their first tour of Southeast Asia, Vietnam is their opening stop, with concerts in Hanoi, Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City.
Hello guys, and welcome to our On The Mic segment. So I understand that this is your first time to Vietnam. So why did you choose to tour Vietnam and Southeast Asia this time?
Actually, we didn't choose it because it's an invitation from a cultural institute. It's called Goethe Institute, and it's a German institute, and they invite us to do some concerts and some workshops here to present German culture and German traditional music. And we want to introduce electronic German music to Vietnam and the other cities.
What are your performings to the Hanoi audience this time?
We have our set, like we prepared it, and we choose like old songs and new songs, and that's like the point we have right now. And of course, this is what we have planned to play in each city. Of course, it can always happen that we suddenly have some kind of idea. You know, we talk or we exchange, and we think, come on, let's play maybe this one now or this one. But mainly, we have this fixed set.
It's a mixture of old tracks and songs from Stabil Elite and from our album Dus Poos. Yeah, most of our hits, maybe hits, small hits, to show this to you and the audience.
Stable Elite have just performed their first live show in Southeast Asia and had the audience in Hanoi on their feet on Tuesday. The band performed their hits using a combination of bass, guitars, drums and synthesizers, and it seemed to have electrified the local audience.
Theo mình nghĩ đó là âm nhạc, phong cách của họ rất là sôi động và cách trình diễn của họ rất là nhiệt huyết. Mình cảm giác như họ truyền tất cả năng lượng cho tất cả mọi người. Thông thường người ta cảm nhận âm nhạc là bằng ngôn ngữ, nhưng ở đây người ta cảm nhận âm nhạc là bằng âm thanh. Mình cảm giác đây là một điều rất là mới mẻ.
Đến với lại buổi biểu diễn ngày hôm nay thì em thấy rất là ấn tượng bởi cái sự nhiệt tình đến từ không chỉ từ những người chơi nhạc mà còn đến từ khán giả. Cái buổi biểu diễn âm nhạc này nó làm cho bọn em rất là cuốn hút, nhất là giới trẻ, và làm cho bọn em giải tỏa tất cả được cái cảm giác cái căng thẳng của mình.
It's a pleasure for the audience to watch them create their blend of guitar work and synthesizers live. It's a different generation with a different approach, but still something recognizable at its artistic core that make their music unique and timeless.
8 concerts and workshops in Southeast Asian cities is a packed schedule. So what are you hoping to get out of this tour?
Maybe new inspiration, and also like introducing our music to Vietnamese people and people from Southeast Asia.
The band started off with 3 members, Lucas Kroon, Martin Sonnenberger and Nikolai Szymanski.
So we know each other from very long, for maybe 15 years now, and we're a band for 7 years now, or 8 at least. And yeah, we're school friends. We met in school and we started a really small thing and played in small clubs, and it went bigger and bigger.
Zügel in der Hand, preisgestattet die Fahrt entlang der Küste mit dem Kutschmarsch.
After their initial success, the band took on Lucas Hedrick and Timo Hein to form the current Stable Elite. As for their music, the atmospheric retro futuristic sound with accentuated vocal and experimental takes are the most obvious characteristic of Stable Elite.
Tell me what characteristic you associate with your music.
Yeah, it's very repetitive, hypnotic, and yeah, it has some styles of techno and also some rock styles and pop as well.
We just try to pick everything out of different styles of music, you know, that we enjoy, because we are also all different people, and everybody is bringing his own style into the whole thing. And so we just try to pick out the best things out of different types of music, like pop, electronic, techno, even if you want funk. And we just try to pick out what we like and to put it together to something new, so and that the people enjoy it.
From what I heard, Stable Elite provide an electrifying combination of drum, guitar and bass. So is it what makes you so successful?
Maybe this is a factor which which made us special, but I think it's actually not the part, or very important part. I mean, what is really more important is the people who do this band, and they bring their own style to it and create something new with it.
The band celebrated their first big success with the hit Go, and in 2013 they had their big breakthrough with the album Douche Push.
Gold is very rare and rough and energetic. Yeah, this was what I think what it makes it special. It's an old story, you know. It's King Midas. He turns everything in gold. So he touches food and it's going to be gold then, and he can't eat it, so he has to hunger.
Alles, was sich anfasst, wird sofort zu Gold.
was a big success in 2011 with Go and then another hit in 2013. So what is next on your agenda?
We're recording our new album now, and we go for a big tour in Germany then when it's coming out. We're really excited about it because the last album's 3 years old now.
Well, we just try to get better all the time, and so if we do the second album, it has to be one step at least forward to the first one.
So we're a little bit older now, and we had some very important travels. We were in Mexico and in China last year, and in Israel and Palestine, and we get, from every travel, we get some things out to inspire us and to write new music.
Thank you so much for being on the show, and I hope you will have a great time performing in Vietnam.
Ich anfass ist Gold. Gold. Was ich anfass ist Gold.
Sharing cultural similarities as well as celebrating the ASEAN spirit of unity. Indonesia and Vietnam have relished an intimate friendship for a long time. In our edition of Connecting Culture this week, let's explore this bond through the festivities of the Indonesian Cultural Week in Hanoi with our reporter Michael Liu.
I'm standing right at the backstage of the Indonesian Cultural Week, where Vietnamese and Indonesian artists prepare to show you the most exotic of performances and, most importantly, have fun. Well, let's check them out. This Indonesian dance is called Mong Luge and is their nation's message of encouragement to always strive for a better life. Male dancers' moves resemble the strength of a tiger, which never gives up stalking its prey. Such is the common ideology of the Indonesian and Vietnamese people, relentless.
It was such an unforgettable experience. We received such a warm welcome and support from the Vietnamese audience and partners. This was not just simply an entertainment event, but a meaningful way to make friends and bring us closer together.
Through the Cơ Tu ethnic dance, the Vietnamese host responded to the love shown by the visitors with beautiful performances showcasing ethnic charm.
Là đầu mắt và phần chân thì luôn phải nhún lên mà vẫn phải chắc, còn phần khung tay thì vẫn phải chắc và giữ nguyên được độ khung tay múa từ đầu bài đến cuối bài, cũng rất là mỏi nhưng mà đấy là phần đặc trưng của dân tộc múa Cơ Tu.
After the remarkable performances characterized by the two countries' unique cultural traits, it came time for them to share this stage in a dance and sing along together. Even members of the audience were pulled into the excitement. Even though these people were still perfect strangers to each other, they shared quick and easy laughter and used dance as the universal language for the gathering. As the nights fell, everyone, including the performers and audience members, returned home with special memories to cherish as brothers and sisters of the ASEAN family.
Now that is the end of our program. If you would like to provide feedback or comment on anything here on Culture Mosaic, please feel free to email to us at culturemosaic@vtv.vn and make sure to include your name and address. You can also log on to vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtv4go for more of our program. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode of Culture Mosaic. I'm Hoa Lương, and goodbye for now.